Isn't it strange? We have more knowledge at our fingertips than any other generation before us, but we still feel stuck. Like most of us know what to do, but we don't do it. We convince ourselves that if we just had a little bit more information, did a little bit more research, then we could finally have the perfect information to make the decision. And so maybe it's not information, maybe there's something else. See, I've been spending the last week deeply analyzing YouTube videos to find real hidden audience demand for one of my clients, and it made me realize that more information is not the answer. And I came up with 2 mindset shifts that I needed to make that I want to share with you today. See, I've been working on this new system for YouTube that analyzes thousands of comments, channels, videos, looking for real audience demand rather than just repeated formats. And this takes a massive amount of time and data and analysis. But for this one client, I found this perfect topic. I found the perfect format. It had real audience demand. It had repeated success across channels. But the problem was I kept analyzing. I've been looking for certainty, to be 100% sure that I could give this to him and get him results. And that search for perfection has been holding me back from delivering. What I realized from this was that I've been overvaluing the result from this one client. I've been fearing the downside rather than having this, optimistic mindset of abundance, understanding that there's so many other opportunities, there's so many more layers to this decision and relationship than just this one deliverable. And so if you're in this same situation, continuing to analyze, I wanted to pose this as a question to you. Why do you continue to analyze? What are you looking for? Is there something deeper? I realized that we're too often looking for more information, and that's holding us back from actually taking action and iterating from there. But it wasn't just this one project from this last week. What I've started to realize is that everyone on YouTube basically has their own frameworks for how to do things. And so I've been looking for this kind of optimal framework that works across situations. And the problem with this is I've been taking in information from multiple different sources, trying to synthesize and consolidate it all, looking for this optimal framework. And it's just too much information. It's too much to process. The way I've started to kind of think about this is as a sort of scoring system from 0 to 100%. If I start out with, base level knowledge of 20, 30%, I think the whole goal in the early stages should just be to get to 50, 60, 70%, to reduce the scope enough that you can use it to take action, to start moving, and intentionally leave that 15, 20, 25% on the table and come back to it for later. I think that was the biggest realization for me. Leave that last 20% on the table and come back to it. And so what this means practically is consume from one source of information rather than continuing to watch everyone's different videos on everyone's different frameworks or using ChatGPT to continue to analyze, to continue to refine the solution. Just take one framework, take one creator, take one solution from ChatGPT and implement it and use it. Assume it's directionally accurate and come back for that last 20%. Like leave the cracks and come back to those last, 20% imperfections, come back to it later. I think there's this fundamental need to value action and experience over information nowadays. If I could just get one thing across in this video, I would challenge you to ask why you keep analyzing. What are you looking for? And can you just use one source of information and implement it? If you made it this far, you might like my video on systems I use to reduce decision fatigue. I'll link it below. I'll see you in the next one.